Basedology Productions.
Hey, I'm the basedologist. I study that which is based. Based on what, though? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to tell you how to kill this guy. With no BS. I'm just going to screw this guy. Now, I'm not a warrior main or anything. I just picked up the class, not going to lie to you. I've been feeling up arms. This expansion has been feeling really good. Then they gave us more buffs. And it feels really good in this boss fight. So I'm going to show you the mechanics first, so you know when to use the abilities. And I'm going to show you the talents and the consumables and the flasks and all that min-max stuff, so that we can just get straight to the point. Alright. First up we have the Frost phase, where he just casts a bunch of Frost bolts, and then he'll TP away, and he'll cast Razor Eyes. And so what we do here is that we use Heroic Leap, or we can AoE cleave down the icicles to get out, and then we just catch up to him in the best way you can. So you charge at him, or you Heroic Leap, of course, or you just straight up walk to him. There's a lot of ways to prevent damage here. You can interrupt some of them. You can use Spell Reflect so that some of them go back to him. But for the most part, you're going to want to cleave, and then you're just going to want to walk to him and keep DPS him down. Pretty easy. My only thing is that for a while I was struggling with the Heroic Leap part, because you actually have to jump and then Heroic Leap. If you do not jump, you will actually touch the ice and it's an insta-kill. I'm going to show you what happens when you touch the ice.
Snake, are you okay?
Yeah, don't do that. Next phase up is the Arcane phase. Essentially, after doing maybe one, I think 3 is as much DPS as I get on the boss before he goes into Arcane phase. So you'll have to shatter the ice at least 2 to 3 times, I'd say, depending how fast you are. And then we get to the next phase. And so in this phase, what happens is that there's one location where the boss is teleported to, and you have to literally like stand upon him. I thought it was just like AoEing the boss, but if you just stand on him, he should phase out. So what is going on here is that there's a bunch of tiny ads, and they have, if you kill one of them, you get a little safe bubble to breathe in for a little bit. Now, while this is all going down, the boss is casting a spell that will insta-kill you if you do not reach him fast enough. The time on this is actually pretty generous, but if you take it too slow, you will get insta-killed. Just a warning. So try to get there as fast as possible. There's a yellow dot on your mini-map that shows you exactly where he's at, so make sure to zoom out on your mini-map as far as you possibly can. And I like to save Heroic Leap for when I know this phase is coming up, just because you can charge to each of the ads, so you get your 2 charges and then you can Heroic Leap to one of them. Makes this phase super easy. It's kind of rough, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. And then after the Arcane phase, you get into the final part, or at least the last of what this boss can do until you reach phase 2, which is immediately after you reach him in the Arcane phase. He will start casting Shadow Barrage. It's like playing Undertale, just dodge the things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just strafe left and right, easy. Catch up on your health, use Impending Victory, do what you gotta do. That's pretty much it. He's gonna cycle through every spell that you've seen at this point, until you get to phase 2, which is at 10%. If he ever casts Draw Power, interrupt it. It gives him more damage, 10 stacks. You might be able to get away with it if you're right next to the 10% mark, but I wouldn't count on it. Interrupt it. Leave your interrupt up when you're on this phase. Just do it. You'll win. You'll get to phase 2. Easy. Once you get to phase 2, there's going to be a little bit of RP, so you can eat food if you need to, catch up on your health. What's going to happen is this boss is going to come out, and you're going to want to place him right in the middle, because it spreads on the floor of the platform a damaging shadowy substance thing. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, it does a lot of damage. Don't stand on it. You gotta kite him away. So it's gonna start slowly going from the center, and then he's gonna cast something periodically called Seeds of Darkness. And what this is that he's gonna target you, and basically 3 ads are gonna spawn right on top of you as soon as it's done casting. You want to kill these. They will full heal the boss if they touch him, and it's a guaranteed wipe. Don't let any of them live. And this is why in my talents I spec so hard in AoE, because I'm not that good at the single target part, because they would fly away from me even if I slowed them. I wanted to ensure those guys were dead. Quick edit, use Thunderclap on the ads. as soon as those ads are dead, you want to go straight back onto the boss and just slowly kite him across the platform, on staying on the very edge of it. And you're going to want to respect the mechanic because it will kill you. It'll catch up to you. You're going to want to use Ignore Pain. If it does catch up to you and you're like, oh shit, I forgot. You have Bitter Immunity. You have Impending Victory. Lots of ways to sustain just in case you mess up. But you got to be careful. You got to kite him the best you can. And you got to line up your cooldown. So I was using my PvP trinket for using for getting more stats. I was lining up Avatar with Colossus Smash, with Sweeping Blades. You want to line them all up. And there's a consumable here that I saved for when you get to that 35% execute threshold, because it is so crucial that you get there. It is so much damage. Like, your executes are doing like 1 to 2% per hit. It's amazing. But it gets pretty close, honestly. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but this is how I got it. At the end here, I was just spamming execute and then hitting the Mortal Strike because of the talent for it, and then going back on the execute. That's basically all this phase is. It's just a DPS race while keeping those ads in check to not heal the boss.
Here's a quick little bonus for when I first killed it.
I fucked that boss up, bro. I fucked this shit, bro. Alrighty, let's get into it. So here's the talents. I spiked into AoE. So I have Thunderous Roar here, got Thunderclap, Seismic Reverberation, Better Whirlwinds. This is basically for the icicles and ads. So you use Whirlwind, use Thunderous Roar. You can kill pretty much that phase when your Heroic Leap's off cooldown. You can like alternate. So Heroic Leap, AoE, Heroic Leap, and then Thunderclap just makes killing the ads so much easier. And I just need a little bit more damage. That's basically it. The rest of this is like pretty standard like arms damage. I pretty much found this on a guide on Wowhead. But I repurposed a few things. Like I figured that execute damage, you go all in because it's just so good. There's nothing that can go wrong there. And then what else did I do? Lots of oh shit heal buttons. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3. That's basically it. So tons of sustain, tons of damage. You crit. That's all arms wants to do, right? Then we have a few consumables. I bought this off the auction house for crit. Pretty good, pretty cheap. Got this flask. Good for your primary stat. Lasts an hour. Pretty cheap, I'd say, for the price, like 81 gold. Yeah, this character doesn't have a lot of money, so pretty easy. And then lastly, you can have a haste drum. Now, usually they would recommend these ones. Like, I think these are new. I don't know when this came out, but you can use it as level 60 and above. But these ones you can use. It doesn't say you can use it right now, but you get scaled down to 45 in the instance. So you can use these, and they're a lot cheaper, like 35 gold to 200. So that's like 200 gold per attempt if you're using these. I recommend using these for sure. And that's it. Just make sure you have your battle shout on. Berserker Stance does more damage. And if you want like a slower, like get to the second phase option, just go defensive stance if you want to. But that's all I got. I hope I helped you today. I hope you get that achievement and eventually that mount. So have a good one.
Thank you for watching my video today. If I helped you at all, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that usual YouTuber shit. And I'll see you real soon, my friend.